Today we are going into our rustic cabin and we are using recently thrifted items to add a little bit of cozy decor both for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. So come along into our cabin and let's get started. Welcome to Ridgehaven Homestead. From the mountains of Upper East Tennessee, we share snippets of our off-grid life, cabin build, and garden blessings. Pour yourself a cup of tea, sit back, and take a peek into our off-grid home and family. Hello friends, and welcome back to our cozy little cabin on our homestead. Today in the video, we're going to be taking my living room and my kitchen and we're going to be changing the mantle out, and we're going to be changing my window, my kitchen window that I stand at a lot. We're kind of just going to make them a little bit festive. So I've got two holidays coming up, which are Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so I've decided I'm not ready to be full out Christmas, but I don't want to skip Thanksgiving, and I didn't really do anything for it. I don't really decorate much at all anyway, but we're going to just add a few little touches to our living room to make it more Christmassy, but not our Christmas tree yet because I don't have one. So it's just going to be a few things. And then my kitchen window, I want to have a Thanksgiving theme for the next week so that I can just remember to be thankful. And that song has been going through my mind. We have so much to be thankful for, and it is so true. I'm really trying to remember that this week because there's plenty of things that have gone crazy this week, but we have a lot to be thankful for, and that's the truth of it. So I, over the last week or so, I think I did some stress shopping. Hate to admit that, but I think that's what it was. So I went to 6 of my favorite thrift stores. That's right, 6. And so the things that I bought today that I want to share with you, it's going to be a little bit of a thrift haul and a little bit of a decorate with me. So I just hope that you like it. I don't know how it's going to go together. Disclaimer is that I just am not a decorator. I'm just not good at that. So I got some things at the different stores. I had an idea of what I was going for. I wanted to redo our mantle, which you can see it's kind of springy and summery with the white flowers and stuff, which I like, but two things. I wanted it to be a little bit more Christmassy, and then we have the wood stove that I don't really want to have the delicate doily on because it might, get too hot. So let's unbag, is that a word? Let's unbag what I got, and I'll show you as I put it out where it's going to go. I think this is going to be a little bit crazy, a little bit fun. So I hope it's more fun than crazy. I do have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not sure how it's going to come out. So for my mantle, I'm thinking greenery and candles and lights. So that's obviously pretty generic Christmas theme, but I also got this mirror, which I kind of liked, and I think it will look nice on our mantle. So this came from the Carm store, and that's going to be central to what we're going to use. And okay, I don't know if I should just show you or just jump in, but I'll just show you kind of as we go. Okay, so very randomly, I got this sign. It says, "An old bear lives here with his honey." And some days I'm the bear and some days I'm the honey, but since it's his honey, I have to be the honey, right? So, okay, pronouns matter. An old bear lives here with his honey. This is going on our door. It's going to look awfully cute. I like the bears. It's the cozy cabin theme. So let's make that have a place. Okay, for my mantle, I was kind of excited. Goodness, I stopped at lots of stores this week. Okay, so I told you my idea for the mantle. And so to make that happen, I needed to find some greenery. And so to Ruth be told, in a couple of different stores, I found some that I thought might work. And then finally at a store, I found some that I was sure would probably work. So let me first of all, we got a little tree. This is actually, it has a little bit of sparkle on it, but there's no lights. It looks really real, and this was a couple dollars. Actually, it was $6. I paid $6 for this tree. Okay, whatever. Okay, so this is going to go on the windowsill somewhere in here. And then I got this cute little one with a spool as the base. I liked it. So on our windowsill, I was hoping the windowsill in the living room, I was hoping to do a few of these little trees. So I got this one. This was 50 cents. And then a white one. And so I thought a tree theme might be nice on our windowsill for the holidays, or I was kind of thinking possibly for the mantle. First of all, at the Carm store, I got this garland, which is all pine cones and a wee little bit of greenery. So it's pretty long, and I was like, well, I could put this on the mantle, and that would be nice. It's pretty long and kind of sparkly, and some of the pine cones look like they could use a little refreshing. But so I'm planning for that on the mantle, but if it doesn't work, then I'll kind of loop this in the window. That doesn't work, I'll put it on a Christmas tree. So I have that, and I got that at the first store that I went to. And then when I went to another store in town, I actually found the kind that I was more looking for, so I grabbed that one, and it wasn't that much for this big, beautiful garland. So this, I think, will go nicely on our mantle. It has pine cones and greenery and apples and probably cherries or pomegranates or something. So that was $6 that I got at one of the places. So I'm going to try that first on my mantle, and if I need to put the if I need to put the pine cones on there, I will. I'm gonna have to play around. Okay, we're doing Christmas and fall and winter in two. So kitchen is fall until next week and whatever. So this is just this bundle of flowers is going to be added to my usual bundle of flowers. I like to have these kind of creamy sunflowers and those colors, and so they were selling it now, so I decided to grab it now. It just refreshes and adds a little bit of bulk to my pretty sunflower thing here. So whatever, it makes it look more like an arrangement than just daisies in a pot. So obviously it needs a little help, but I like it. I like it a lot, okay? I like the fall. So that's that. I love it. It actually looks really good with those first daisies that I had from the dollar store. Okay, so I've showed you some Christmas things, and I went to a little store this morning, and they had another garland. They actually had two of these garlands that were lighted. These are just not anything fancy. It's kind of your cheap old garland, but had lights on it, and I think it might be 6 feet long. So I got two of those, and I plan to put this on the railing behind me because I don't even know if I have enough to do the whole railing. I might have to get more. That was just a couple bucks for each of those. And then I have an idea of something else I'm going to do in a vase. I want to add just some potpourri, some Christmas potpourri. So I got this bag for 79 cents, I think. I don't know what I paid for this. I hope it was 79 cents because originally it said 79 cents from the store. Whatever. It smells like cinnamon. It might need a refresh, but it has interesting like shapes of potpourri. And then I got this little potpourri thing that actually has a light in it. Ta-da! So there's that, but I don't plan to keep it in here. I just plan to keep that in another bowl that I have. I plan to mix these two, the brown and the red, with the lights, I guess. Could use the lights for something else. A string of green Christmas lights for the mantle. For my coffee table, which is just a little wicker table. This is very dusty, but it's a nice bowl that we have. And so I'd like to just clean this out and put this potpourri in it, and we'll put the lights in there, and then we'll light that up, and we'll keep it with candles on our coffee table. I was looking for some like wooden cranberries, but I didn't find any. So this red potpourri will do nicely, and it has some cinnamon sticks in there. So that's what I was kind of looking for, and some pine cones for that. One more thing that I picked up for 50 cents at a store this morning was these little, they're just little, what are they called? Wired garland ties. They're just little short sticks of, the garland so that you can use them for twisty ties. They were worth 50 cents to me. I don't know how many there are. I don't even know how many there are. 12. There's 12, so I can hang up my garland. Okay, what I'm putting in my window for Thanksgiving is this goofy little cat. I think it might be a Halloween thing. I could take the bat off, but whatever. I don't really care. So it's a tall cat, a tall black cat, and it's going to stand in my window. This Give Thanks Pilgrim and his wife. I like that. I don't know. I probably paid more than I should have, like $8 for this. It's handmade. They even have the stuff painted on the back. I just kind of, I like quirky things. I just do. So this is going to go in my window at my sink with this funny little tall cat. So I have 3 tall things in the window, and that means that I'm going to have to take the regular stuff out. And if I have room, which I don't think I do, I did get these 2 birdhouses, which I really liked, and there's nothing much to them, and my guys will probably get after me for they were just made out of 2x4s, but I just like these birdhouses. They're so cute. So I don't know. I just like quirky things. That's what I like. And so that's gonna be going somewhere. And another week, I don't even know when it was, I picked up a little bag of things that were all bundled together, and I really thought it was garland, like a banner thing, but it wasn't. It was individual little ornaments that are made from burlap and cloth. And then there's this gingham heart one. So I'm going to make my own burlap. It just so happens that I have no idea where my twine is. Somewhere in here I have twine. I couldn't find it. Oh, and this little snowman came with it. They're ornaments. And then I found this one today, this little angel doll. And actually this is supposed to be a magnet that goes on your fridge, but she's holding a star and a heart. And I thought it was cute. So I'm going to add that to my garland. And it's just going to be a primitive little thing once I find the twine. And now comes the part of trying to figure out how we're going to arrange this stuff. Okay, this sink area. I present to you my sink. I have the sunflowers, but we may or may not use these. Yes, they're fall, but they've been there for a few days. So they've been there for a few weeks. Okay, so let me move my teapots. I'm not really moving them completely away, but I'm just relocating them for a moment. I would like to keep my brushes there, scrubbers. But I did get this really cute thankful sign, and I liked it. It was like 50 cents. But I like the gingham, and I like the colors, and I could put that up there. But I might put it, we'll see where that's going to go. First of all, we have our pilgrims. The story of the pilgrims. Okay, so they're going to go in the corner. Or maybe they'll go in the middle. It's cute. They're really cute. Okay, and the cat, he can go maybe in the corner. I need something on the ground, honestly. I need something to be kind of like decorating that, I guess. I don't really know what I need. Okay, let's take this out. And let's put the thankful here. I've never seen Thanksgiving lights until this time. Maybe they're Halloween. I don't know. I think they're Thanksgiving. We're going to call them Thanksgiving because they're brown. And if I was doing better, they would be LED lights, but these are probably old, so they'll be a little bit more energy consumption. But I'm not going to turn these on that often, just when I'm here, when I want a little glow. So she did try them in the store and showed me that they did indeed work. I feel like we need something else in here. I mean, I could put the lights around here. Let's see what they look like when I plug them in. It looks like candy corn. It looks like candy corn. That's hilarious. It actually does add a lot of warmth to that window with the lights. I like it. But it feels like it needs something else. I did say I was going to put this back. Need something small. Okay, I put these little lanterns, and so they will glow in the night. And the cat is hiding in the sunflowers, which is what cats like to do. And then we have the give thanks in the mason jars. It may be a little much, but that's okay. And the thankful. Okay, actually not time for the living room yet. I have to hang 2 more things in the kitchen, which have nothing to do particularly with fall, but I got this sign that says homemade apple pie. I think it was last year, possibly the year before at Christmas, my mom gave me this sign that says, for the best seat in the house, you have to move the cat. And that is so true. And I've had this setting around but I want to hang it up officially now, and I finally figured out where I'm going to hang it, which is on the beam on the other side. We're back in the living room, and I think this is going to be the hardest part. So I know that I want to have the two potpourris in this thing, the tray on the table. And I probably will change out this stuff as well. The funny thing is that our stuff is still packed somewhere. So our Christmas stuff is somewhere downstairs. I don't know where it is. So all our usual stuff is not here. I mean, it's here, but we don't know where it is. So basically it's not here. So when we find it, then we'll have our heirloom things that we grew up with. But for now, it's the stuff I found at the thrift store, which is kind of fun. Okay, I found this potpourri, and I did smell it at the store. I thought it smelled like cinnamon, but it's very mild. So let me shake a little smelly stuff in there. Oh, I know what I got. I got these. They're a little bit sparkly, and they're a little bit cinnamony, but they've lost some of their cinnamon, so I can fix that with an essential oil blend. If your pine cones or your potpourri loses their smell, essential oils to the rescue. So I'm not worried about that. I have several different oils that I've pulled out, and I'm going to add them to this bag and sort of shake it around. I have some cedar wood, which is a little bit like pine, but not, it's a little bit different too. So I'm going to drip some of that in. I feel like I might have some cypress too, which is pretty piney. I'm going to put a little bit of orange in. Orange is nice and fresh. Not really measuring, just doing it. Okay, I have clove bud, which is nice and warm. A few of clove bud in. And then the main one that I'm going to add is cinnamon, because that is the smell of Christmas. And I'm sure there's somebody going to be in the comments that says, should you use that around your cats? The answer is probably not. I'm hoping that the cats are not going to be eating the potpourri. Our cats aren't that buggy with stuff like that. I mean, if you think that you have cats and dogs that are going to try to lick it and stuff, you probably wouldn't want to have it around them. But cypress smells awfully piney to me, so I'm going to add a few drops of that. I wonder if it's all going to fit. What do you think? On this place right here, it's just a lot of random stuff that has been collected. So I want to organize it. It's probably not the season for daisies anymore, so let's change that out and see what we can do here and the mantle. After we removed all of the summer items from our mantle hearth, it was time to put the garland and then the lights. We chose white lights just for a simple brightness, and then we went ahead and added the white candles back because they really look good against the slate tile of our surround. Okay, I've played around with it, and I just finally decided to go with the simplest that we could do, which was the mirror and 3 candles. We can just keep that same bow, and we can take the daisies out, and we can add this, I think we can add this greenery to make it more festive. I doubled up on these lights, so that makes that extra sparkly. And now let's just see what this looks like if I put this garland on here. It's not the prettiest garland. It's much more fake than that kind, but we're gonna try and see it, if it'll work. I think I'm gonna save the pine cones for the tree. They're just too much, too many pine cones. To summarize what we've done so far, I really love the golden area over the sink. I added some crystal candles, and I just like the theme of it with the pilgrims and the sunflowers, and it's just a nice homey, cozy feeling. We added a cozy candle here, and here's looking into our living room when it's dark with just the lights from the Christmas lights on. It's really a nice place to sit and just relax. We added some lights to the mantle, to the windowsills, and to that little ladder. And then I ended up making a little garland to go on top of that ladder. Just added a little bit of decoration and a little bit of whimsical fun. The potpourri dish ended up turning out really nicely with the glowing lights and then the warm, cozy smells. And I do like those little bristle trees. They just add a cute touch. Everything that we've used here to decorate our cabin screams of quirkiness, and I love it. That's just how we roll. That cute little shiny tree in the pot worked really well in our bathroom window, and I like it with the black and white bow that coordinates with the cute little messages that we have: choose joy and count your blessings. Okay friends, that was fun, making our cozy cabin a little bit cozier. Christmas lights just really do that. They really bring out the warm glow. So I'm glad that we had a chance to just add a few touches to make our home a little bit more cozy, both for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. And it's not finished by any means. We still have to get a Christmas tree. We have not had one for at least 6 years, and maybe more than that. We've had a little tiny, like 1-foot one a few times, but living in the camper did not afford us any room for a Christmas tree. So we're really looking forward to that this year. I've been looking around, the prices kind of shock me, and so we don't have any on our property that are big enough to be a Christmas tree. Otherwise, we might be tempted to do that. But we'll be keeping our eyes out. We'll be adding some little touches here and there. We don't do a lot of decorating, but we do have a lot of lights in store that Adam has been saving up, and we would like to do something just to add a little bit more Christmas cheer. So I hope that as you prepare for Thanksgiving, that you stay safe and well, and I hope that God blesses you, and I will look for you next time.